you want to start your Stoic journey this 2025 pero hindi mo alam kung saan magsisimula, then this video is for you. Let's go. So if naririnig mo na yung Stoicism sa mga quotes, sa mga TikTok, sa mga social media, tapos na-curious ka kung ano yung Stoicism, ano yung guide na pwede mong gawin, or gusto mong mag-deep dive, pero wala kang mahanap na instruction or guide about it, then this video is for you. So, in this video, we have 3 goals. Number 1 is to learn about Stoicism. What is it? History of it. Quick lang, sobrang ikli lang. Second is to give you a book material or reading material that you can use to help you build a habit of a Stoic, which is reading, being wise, reflecting, etc. And third objective naman is to give you 10 lessons na natutunan ko sa book na yon in the first part. So, without further ado, let's go. So, number 1 is, what is Stoicism? Stoicism was founded in early as 3 BC. So, sobrang tagal na niya. It was founded by Zeno of Citium. And what happened is, nagsasail si Zeno sa boat niya. Then, nagkaroon ng typhoon or bagyo. Then, na-flash out lahat ng belongings niya. Since again, nandun lahat ng gamit niya or richness niya sa buhay or treasures niya sa buhay. Then, napunta siya sa isang lugar na may library. And from there, nagbasa-basa siya and na-realize niya or na-discover niya yung Stoicism. And if ikaw yun nandun sa lugar na yun, probably ikaw is madedepress or gumive up na sa buhay. But Zeno have this change of perspective or idea to focus on the things that you can and cannot control. And having your treasures taken away by nature, by bagyo, or any disaster is not within his control. So that's why he created Stoicism. So that is the history of Stoicism. And the meaning of Stoicism is, again, sinabi ko na kanina, focusing on the things that you can control and letting go on the things that you can't control. And that's Stoicism in a nutshell. Sobrang simple lang niya. If may question kayo, Boss Ramen, is it a religion? And the answer is no. Stoicism is just a philosophy that you can use or guide sa buhay nyo that you can apply sa kung anong religion nyo. And by the way, fun fact, yung mga saints sa Christian life, or for example, Saint Augustine is highly influenced of Stoics. And that's why yung core values niya is related or same sa Stoic core values. So ano nga ba yung 4 core values? Number 1 is wisdom, or the ability to understand what is good, bad, or indifferent in life. And this one mainly focus sa main idea ng Stoics is to focus on the things that you can control and letting go sa mga hindi. Technically, it's just being wise sa daily life natin. And you become wise by experience. You become wise by learning sa mga old books or old Stoic philosopher. That's how you become wise. Second core values is courage, or the ability to physically become brave or moral bravery or maging matapang ka. Since sabi nga ni Seneca, the act of living or waking up is an act of courage. Meaning, even gumising every single day is an act of courage na. So being courageous meaning to push through sa mga problema mo or kung ano yung mga problems that you have been deal with or that is in front of you. So sabi nga ni Marcus Aurelius, what comes in the way becomes the way. So if may problem ka sa harap mo, you go through it, you deal with it. And in Stoic philosophy, being courageous is also having this composure that whenever you're being dealt with problems, you have this courage thinking or bravery na kaya mo i-overcome to without losing anything, your temper, hindi ko ma-depress bigla. But again, it takes practice. Since meron misconception minsan yung mga tao na pag Stoic ka, pag nag-aral ka ng Stoicism, pang! Wala ka ng emotion, which is very, very wrong. That's a modern translation of Stoic. So, that's a fun fact ulit na hindi alam ng mga tao na pag binasa nila, Stoic meaning sa Google is a man who does not show emotion in any problem. And yeah, it's correct in the modern translation, but Stoicism again is focusing on the things that you can control and letting go on the things that you can. So let's just clear that definition out. So again, courage, being brave, maintaining composure, and standing up for what is right even though it's difficult. So that's being brave. And third naman is temperance or self-discipline. Temperance meaning moderation or taking things na hindi sobra, or knowing the things na sobra is bad and kulang naman is bad rin. So, everything in moderation, becoming disciplined, saying no sa mga unnecessary things, and saying yes sa mga bagay na kailangan. Since again, if you're saying yes sa mga ibang bagay, you're saying no sa ibang bagay din. So mostly, temperance talks about impulses, yung bigla niyong pag-impulsive behavior, bigla niyong pag-change ng decision, pagwala ng composure. That's mostly about temperance or giving up sa lust or easy access dopamine. So, and then lastly, I think this one is very important, and the northern star mostly ng core values nyo dapat is yung justice. Or in short, knowing what is right or wrong, or having fairness or being fair sa buhay. And by having this justice as your main core value, yung wisdom, yung courage, yung self-discipline will be aligned. Since if kaya mong tratuhin yung buhay or yung mundo with fairness or with respect, then mag-align lahat yan. If alam mo yung tama, then yung courage mo is tama rin. Mag-stand up ka sa what's right or wrong. Sa wisdom, alam mo yung tama at mali. Alam mo yung dapat mong pasukin na desisyon. So, that is the 4 core values. And if narinig nyo siya dati, which is courage, wisdom, justice, and temperance, then probably narinig nyo siya kay St. Augustine, which is ayun rin yung 4 core values niya. Since, again, yung Stoic philosophy is na-influensyahan yung ibang saints natin sa Christianism. So, yeah, just a fun fact lang din or random facts. So, that is Stoicism in a nutshell. Sobrang quick lang. History, meaning, and core values. Marami pang practice na tinuturo about Stoicism, but ayun lang yung share ko for now since I want you to discover it sa next part ng video natin, which is a book recommendation na ibibigay ko sa inyo na good for beginners or advanced readers na gustong matuto about Stoicism. And this book is The Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday. So, if alam nyo itong book na to, then probably you're into Stoicism na. And today, tuturo ko sa inyo paano siya basahin, bakit siya yung favorite kong i-recommend sa mga tao. So, let's get into it. So, by the way, Ryan Holiday is one of the people na nagkalat or nagpakalat ng Stoicism sa social media since he's a great marketer. So, by the way, marketing po si Ryan Holiday nag-start. So, if nagtataka kayo or na-curious kayo bakit bumibenta yung mga books niya, kasi he's a marketing. And by the way, I'm a marketing student. So, if gusto nyo maging marketing, then mag-marketing na kayo. Joke lang. So, The Daily Stoic is a daily meditation book na you will read once a day. And ang gusto ko sa book na to is may date siya, which is, for example, today is February 15. Then, meron kang page ka dito for February 15. So, yan. Every single day, 1 page lang yung kailangan mong basahin. So, Boss Ramen, February 15 na or March ko na ito napanood. Kailangan ko pa basahin yung simula. Again, it's up to you. So, that's why sa last part ng video na to, isa-summarize ko na yung buong January so that you can start sa February para maka-catch up kayo bago mag-March. But again, paano nga ba ito basahin, Boss Ramen, para hindi kayo ma-overwhelm? So, if you're a beginner, this one yung nire-recommend ko kasi 1 page per day lang siya. Sobrang daling basahin. If hindi nyo magets, then use ChatGPT. Pwede rin naman. So, you will open this once a day, every single day, tuwing gabi, tuwing umaga. Then, punta lang kayo sa date or kung anong gusto nyo mag-start, sa intro or sa January 1 or sa February 15. Then, from there, basahin nyo yung quote na lessons from Stoicism. Then, basahin nyo yung reflection na ginawa ni Ryan Holiday to reflect to. Then, mag-reflect kayo using your journal or your thoughts or your notes. But again, the best way to read this one is to reflect or write down kung ano yung natutunan mo sa part na yon. Since if hindi ka magsusulat or hindi mo i-reflect kung ano yon, makakalimutan mo lang siya. It will just fade away. Maalala mo siya ngayon, pero in the near future, makakalimutan mo na siya. So, that's how you technically read this one. Since very easy, and in that way, na bibuild rin yung habit mo mag-open ng book every single day kahit boring. And it will only take you 10 minutes. Sobrang ikli lang. This one is good again for beginners kasi mabibuild na yung habit nyo magbasa. Mabibuild pa yung habit nyo mag-journal kasi kailangan nyo mag-reflect or magsulat or gumawa ng notes. And from there, onti na lang. Kumpleto mo na yung mga habits ng Stoics, which is to work out, magbasa, to do its job, or kung ano yung kailangan mong gawin. And marami pa. So, gagawin ko na lang ibang video, yung mga habits ng Stoicism that you can do every single day. So, The Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday. Meron tayong free ebook nito sa community natin. Nasa description. Check nyo na lang. And by the way, if you're not subscribed yet, which is probably you're not, click nyo subscribe. It will help me a lot. And also to be updated kayo sa mga uploads ko. I talk about Stoicism, books, self-improvement, trading minsan. Since again, meron akong trading community. I started trading way back pa. Dun talaga ako nag-start. So, quick share lang about myself. So, so The Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday, very easy to read. Kaya hindi ko nare-recommend yung meditations, yung On the Shortness of Life, Life of a Stoic, Ryan Holiday books kasi mahaba siya. And if I will go back as a beginner, hindi ko babasahin yung ganung kakapal. Especially me, hindi naman ako reader before. So, The Daily Stoic, very easy to read, hindi siya nakaka-overwhelm, and masaya siya basahin kasi may natututunan ka every single day for the rest of the year. So, ayun yung marirecommend ko sa inyo. Again, meron tayong free ebook na ito sa Facebook. You can join our group there. And let's go to the next part, which is to help you catch on and to give my 10 lessons na natutunan ko sa first part na itong book na to. Since again, this is daily, and kada chapter is merong topic na kinag-uusapan. So, for example, sa part 1, sa January, we talk about discipline of perception. Sa part 2 naman, sa February, is passions and emotion. So, if gusto mo siyang basahin, tapos tinatamad ka ng basahin yung January, since 30 pages yon, don't worry, I will share to you the 10 lessons na natutunan ko sa first part para hindi ka na magbasa, or you can skip it if you want para makahabol ka sa February. So, let's go. So, the main lesson sa January or sa first part ng book na to is about control. Technically, that's it. Again, ini-introduce ka nga nitong book na to sa Stoicism. And sa first part, ipapakita niya sa iyo kung ano ba yung mga things na in control natin, how to take responsibility sa own thoughts mo and action, and technically make you more self-aware and wise sa mga decisions mo every single day. So, that's basically the gist of whole January. So, right now, ipapakita ko naman sa inyo kung ano yung 10 lessons na favorite ko sa January na part dito sa The Daily Stoic. So, number 1 is, of course, January 1. The first page, yung pinakauna nyo makikita, is control and choice. And sa part na to, technically sinabi lang dito ni Epictetus is, the chief task in life is simply this: identify and separate matters so that I can say clearly to myself which are external, not under my control, and which have to do with the choices I actually control. Where then I do look for good and evil, not to uncontrollable externals, but within myself, to the choices that are my own. So, technically, sinasabi niya lang dito, ang pinaka-main Stoic philosophy practice is to know kung ano yung mga control or within your control and ano yung mga hindi. Since the chief task is to know that. And if in this reflection ni Ryan Holiday, we are the chief. Tayo yung chief ng buhay natin, and we should know every single day kung ano ba yung mga tasks na within our control. Yung traffic, is it in our control? Yung opinion ng ibang tao, is it in your control? Hindi. That's why it does not matter. That's why you don't give energy to it kasi hindi mo na siya control. And sabi dito ni Ryan Holiday, if we focus on making clear what parts of our day are within our control and what parts are not, we will not only be happier, we will have a distinct advantage over other people who fail to realize they are fighting an unwinnable battle. And sinabi niya unwinnable battle kasi if you're fighting sa bagay na hindi mo control, then paano ka mananalo, diba? If you're thinking about the things na hindi nangyayari, it does not exist, it's all in your head, then hindi siya talaga mangyayari kasi it's within or outside of your control. So that is January 1st and one of my favorite lesson out of 10. Second lesson naman is sa page number 2 lang din, which is education is freedom. And sinasabi lang dito, technically is that knowledge or self-knowledge in particular is freedom. Since if you're educated, you are free. Since sabi nga ni Epictetus dito, what is the fruit of these teachings? Only the most beautiful and proper harvest of truly educated. Tranquility, fearlessness, and freedom. You should not trust the masses who say the only free be educated, but rather the lovers of wisdom who says that only the educated are free. Meaning, true freedom lies within knowledge or self-knowledge. Since if wala kang alam, if hindi mo alam yung freedom, hindi mo alam yung nangyayari sa buhay, hindi mo alam, hindi mo kune-question mga ideology, mga rules, lahat. Paano mo malalaman if free ka, if para ka lang ship na follow sa herd na without being aware sa existence mo. So, yun lang yung main point ng January 2 or that's why favorite ko siya since education is freedom. That's why you're watching this video. You want to learn more. That's why you read this book. Kasi you want to learn more. You want to deep dive. You want to be aware sa bagay-bagay or to have a purpose. So, that's January 2. Second. Third thing naman na favorite ko is January 3. Yes, hindi ko po to sinusunod-sunod. Pero kasi yung first 3 for me, in my opinion, is the totality of January itself. So, January 3 naman is be ruthless to the things that don't matter. In this part, sinabi niya lang to say no sa mga bagay-bagay. That's basically it. Say no sa mga importante bagay since once you say no to other things, you're saying yes into another things. That's it. If you say no sa pag-gym, you're saying yes to paglalakwatsa. So, or if you say yes sa pag-inom, you're saying no to creating contents or building a business or working. Something like that. So, I want you to realize that saying no or being ruthless sa mga hindi kailangan gawin is very important. And this kind of practice will let you live or enjoy your life, the life that you want. Since if kaya mo mag-say no, then kaya mo mag-say yes sa mga importanteng bagay. That's basically it. That's why favorite ko siya. Lagi ko itong sinasabi sa mga video ko. Kanina, I think sinabi ko na rin siya. Kasi again, one of my favorite ko siya. So, fourth lesson naman na favorite ko is dito sa January 5, which is clarify your intention. And ang sinabi niya nandito is, begin with the end in mind. Bakit mo ba ito binabasa? Bakit mo ba pinapanood to? Ano ba ang gusto mong ma-achieve sa buhay mo? Technically, knowing the end or the goal of your life. Since if hindi mo alam yung goal mo or hindi mo alam yung end in mind mo, then paano mo may i-reach yun? Paano mo pupuntahan yun if hindi mo alam kung saan ka papunta? So, by knowing kung ano yung gusto mo, you will also know ano yung mga bagay na you can say yes or no to. Again, babalik tayo sa January 3 na lesson. That's why it's all interconnected. If alam mo yung main goal mo, alam mo agad kung kailan ka mag-say no, alam mo kung kailan ka mag-say yes. If kaya ka ng tropa mo mag-bar, may deliverables yung kailangan gawin, then you need to say no. Simple, life, logic, or decision. So that's number 4. Number 5 naman is see the world like a poet and artist. So this one is very light lang. That's why favorite ko siya. Technically, it's just a page or January 18, by the way, that talks about seeing the life as a artist. Like, being grateful. Ang sabi nga dito ni Marcus Aurelius is, pass through this brief patch of time in harmony with nature and come to your final resting place gracefully, just as a ripened olive might drop, praising the earth that nourished it and grateful to the tree that gave it growth. Meaning, to become one with the nature. To live harmoniously, to appreciate life, to become grateful kahit mamamatay ka. So, yeah, that's a good way then to appreciate yung life natin, since that's why favorite ko rin yung passage na to, since ang naalala kong quote dito is, when you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege is it to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. So, yeah, see the world like a poet, see it as an artist, change your perspective, since if you're gonna see the world as a dark place, then you're gonna see it as a dark place. And seeing it, the world as a light and happy or poet is much better than seeing it as a nihilist kind of guy. So, yeah, that's number 5. And number 6 is January 20, which is to reignite your thoughts. So, in this part of January or January 20, sinasabi lang dito, if wala ka ng motivation sa buhay, nag-fall back ka sa habits mo, remember that is just normal thing. Sabi nga dito ni Marcus Aurelius, your principle can't be extinguished unless you snuff out the thoughts that feed them. For it continually in your power to reignite new ones. It's possible to start living again. See things as new as you once did. That is how to restart life. So, if you have fall back sa mga bad habits mo, then i-reignite mo lang yung new thoughts mo, yung new ways, yung new habits, then that's it. That's how you change it. And it's a simple thought, pero once you dig deep about it, parang, oh nga, no? Then baguhin mo lang. If nag-fall back ka, reflect ka, baguhin mo ulit. Gawin mo yung dating gumana if meron kang challenge na ginagawa, di ba? Sobrang simple. And sabi dito ni Ryan Holiday is, but the reminder here is that no matter what happens, no matter how disappointing our behavior has been in the past, the principles themselves remain unchanged. We can return and embrace them at any moment. What happened yesterday, what happened 5 minutes ago is in the past. We can reignite and restart whenever we like. Why not do it right now? So if may ginawa kang masama ugali mo kahapon, kanina, again, it's in the past. It's not existing anymore. You can still go back sa principles na inaaral mo and ina-apply mo sa sarili mo. So, why not do it right now? Reset. This is your day, your chance to reset. And if nag-fall back ka ulit bukas, then reset ulit. Pwede naman. Wala namang rules sa pag-reset. And so that's number 6, reignite your thoughts. So number 7 naman is the day in review, and nakasulat to sa January 22. By this time na nagbabasa kayo neto daily and nagsusulat kayo ng journal nyo, medyo napapractice nyo na yung journaling. That's why favorite ko rin to since Stoicism and journaling go hand in hand. And the day in review technically talks about reviewing your day or reflecting sa ginawa mo buong araw. Since if hindi mo inire-review yung buhay mo, then what's the point? Again, sabi nga dito ni Ryan Holiday is to keep your own journal. Meditation, si Marcus Aurelius, meron siyang journal. Seneca, meron siyang journal. Epictetus, meron siyang journal. Every Stoic philosophers, meron journal since, again, Stoicism is constant learning, reflecting, being aware, constant improving, and if hindi ka mag-i-improve or hindi mo isusulat kung ano yung mga kulang sa'yo, wala kang feedback, then paano yun? Wala, hindi ka mag-i-improve. So, a day in review, i-review mo yung life mo, yung ginawa mo buong araw, ano bang bad habit na ginawa mo today, how can you be better, ano ba yung action na ginawa mong tama at mali, or mga impulses mo, you can ask that question to yourself so that you can reflect more or know more kung sino ka. Kasi again, if hindi mo sinusulat, it's just gonna pass by and malilimutan mo na siya. So, that's number 7, the day and review. Number 8, this one is about financial naman, is about the truth about money. And January 23 to. And technically, ang main gist niya lang is the truth about money is that no matter how rich you are, if your problems are internal and you're not gonna fix it, wala, hindi ka magiging masaya. And sabi yun dito ni Ryan Holiday that money only marginally changes life. It doesn't solve the problems that people without it seems thinking it will. In fact, no material possession will. External things can't fix internal issue. So if you think, porket broke ka ngayon, tas feel mo money yung sagot sa buhay mo, think again. Since no matter how many books you read, no matter how many self-improvement videos you watch, motivation, workout, if hindi mo inaayos yung issues mo internally sa utak mo, hindi ka magiging okay. And that's the reality. I don't care if may magsabi niya, boss, ramen therapy ko yung gym. But hindi mo inaayos. You're not still working on your depression, your anxiety. You're not working on it. Paano mo yan maayos? Yes, you get to get by another day, but ayun na ba yung gusto mo? To get by lang. So, yeah, it's not about money lang rin yung pinag-uusapan dito sa January 23, one of the lessons na natutunan ko or pinili ko na top 10. And yeah, that's number 8, the truth about money. Number 9 naman is watching the wise. In this part sa January 28 is to watch the wise. Meaning, sabi dito ni Marcus Aurelius, take a good hard look at people's ruling principle, especially of the wise, what they run away from and what they seek out. Meaning, to follow people na gusto mong maging, to learn from them. For example, for me, I learned sa mga business marketing, sa mga books. Kasi yun yung mga taong gusto kong maging, gusto kong i-follow instead of consuming random brain rot contents na wala ka naman matututunan. Then why not follow or seek the wise or watch the wise? But again, iba-iba naman tayo ng principle sa buhay. If ikaw yung taong yun, then go ahead. Ako, personally, I watch brain rot videos for fun, pero I don't seek them tuwing may time lang ako. So, yeah, sabi nga dito ni Ryan Holiday, for example, what would Jesus do? Pwede mong gawin reminder yun, yung in-example niya dito. Or pick someone na pwede mong maging role model, kung ano yung ginagawa nila, kung ano yung mga hindi nila ginagawa, and of course, do your best to do the same. If for you, ang main role model nyo is si Ryan Holiday, si Jesus, then alamin mo kung ano yung ginagawa nila, ano yung hindi, then do it. Try to be the same. So that's number 9 lesson na gusto ko sa January. And lastly, top 10 lesson or last lesson ko sa 10 lessons is keep it simple. Kaya ako ito nagustuhan kasi very easy lang niya, very timely. Keep it simple. Ang sinabi niya lang dito is to do your job. Ano ba yung do your job? Ano yung job? Hindi naman work na work. Technically, doing our job is just to focus on what is in front of us. If in front of you is to work, kailangan mo mag-work, then work. Mag-work ka kasi kailangan mo siyang gawin. If you're in front of you is to work out, to write a book, to read a book, to reflect, to journal, then do it. Kasi yun yung goal mo. Keep it simple. If hindi mo kailangan gawin, then ba't mo gagawin? If hindi siya align sa goals mo, hindi mo control, then ba't mo iisipin? Keep it simple. So, to summarize the whole video, 1, what is Stoicism? Focusing on the things that you can control and cannot control. Wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, core values. Book recommendation for beginners, The Daily Stoic, available sa group natin for free. You can join there. And 10 lessons, again, control and choice. Education is freedom. Be ruthless. Say no. Number 4 naman is to clarify your intention. Know your goals. Number 5 is see the world as an artist or a poet. to appreciate life. Number 6 naman is to reignite your thoughts, which is to restart. 7 naman is to day in review or to reflect sa buhay natin or sa daily natin. And number 8 is the truth about money. It can fix you internally. You need to fix it yourself. Kumbaga, no amount of money can fix you. 9 is watching the wise, seeking and doing the things that they do and didn't do. So, follow them. Do it yourself also. Lastly, keep it simple. Deal what's in front of you. So that is your simple guide on starting your Stoicism journey. You know now the history and foundation of Stoicism. Alam nyo na rin yung material na gagamitin nyo. And it's up to you to take action and to internalize or apply it sa buhay nyo. So, if may natutunan kayo, don't forget to subscribe, join our community, join my trading community if you're into trading then. And yeah, see you guys next video. Love you all. Peace. Bye-bye.